their demise.
Didn't he get solo killed by mid one pretty early on?
Yeah.
And sort of set the tone of the game.
Yeah,
You stopped dancing once the camera came on you, Quinn. You're dancing.
The music stopped.
Well,
The intro
anyone
song
anyone
is so
sick of
catchy.
that
point.
song yet, or is everyone still down with it?
I'm pretty sick
I
of
love
it.
that song. It's great.
Pretty sick of it.
next time, keep the music rolling, and then we can see him dance.
I honestly liked your version better.
I've heard through through the qualifiers and everything. It's like it's just embedded now.
It's so catchy.
That's when you know you got a good song. Okay, Na'Vi, they open
Wow.
up. They'll get the bounty hunter and then straight into the life stealer.
Okay.
What kind of tone is that set right now? What's Na'Vi saying when they say first 2 pick life stealer, and they've never really done that before, not in this tournament?
We're gonna sneak around and fight you. It's what Navi does a lot. They really like to run at heroes and battle. There were like 9 kills in like 3 minutes last game or something absurd.
Yeah, you can say it's somewhat of a block pick, but I mean, Fnatic haven't run Lifestealer in about a month, as have most teams in Pro. So, although it's energized with the Batrider,
And
it's
the
more
last
about
time
what
they picked
Navi are
Naga?
doing.
I've seen DJ play it some in pubs. He plays with
Yeah.
He plays support Naga, I think.
I was like, I don't think Mushi is a Naga player.
Yeah. The net friggin' owns Lifestealer.
Yeah. Is that what it feels like here? It's like, oh, you can take a life stealer, we're just gonna grab the Naga just for that alone.
If it was a core Naga, I don't know that they would show it this early.
I think they also like the hero just because it's a strong laner. Like you can do dual off lanes with it. By like sort of what people did. Was it TI3 or whatever, where they'd go like EGM would go offlane just by like a poor
Newbie
man
does
shield.
it a lot.
Yeah, they
with
just sort of
KP.
like run at the offlane, and there's not too much you can do because you're so tanky.
Yeah, Newbie runs KP on the Naga in the off lane, so it's a doable thing.
She's good with the gem too, that'd be nice.
Mhm.
Na'Vi ban out the jug here, and Fnatic's response, getting rid of the Darkseer. Very good at being able to deal with maybe some split push, illusion push. And then the Luna has got to go here. The Mighty Timber is still in the pool. We don't want to see if it's going to be neglected in this one or not.
Yeah.
Outside of that, you know, notable, untouched Elder Titan,
Disruptor.
Disruptor. I haven't even firsthand seen too much Disruptor this tournament. But
I like it a lot with the Naga. Like it destroys Lifestealer. It's just really good initiation.
The more I think about it, the more I'm thinking it actually is a core Naga.
I just don't remember the last time I've seen it.
Yeah.
I think it's probably it. Support.
I think it's DJ just because I've seen him play it in pubs.
You have the inside info, CCNC.
Yeah.
does he like late game get Ags?
No, he goes like Greaves into like utility stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ags, bro.
It's pretty tanky support as well.
Bags.
They buffed it up too, right? It's like 10% or something.
Your
It's
teammates have to be low though, and like I think you need like multiple teammates to be low for it to be useful.
Yeah, it's kind of situational. I think it's better to either go like more carry items or to just buy like 4-staff Glimmer or something for the same gold.
fair enough. Fnatic, interesting ban in their second phase, getting rid of the AA. Kind of puts it out there
For
that's
that
definitely going to be an
tranquility,
Ags. It's definitely going to be for the Ags Naga for sure. But maybe they're trying to think of some sort of, I don't know, I was going to say like an Alk or something just to make sure it doesn't happen. But they grabbed the Timbersaw. Looks like we might be in store for possibly another mid-1 Timbersaw show. And Navi's quick response is Faceless Void and the Dendi Magnus.
Huh. Interesting. So they
Huh.
like putting strength heroes against Timbersaw mid.
That's a bold tactic, Cotton. We'll have to see if it pays off.
I think that's honestly like not that bad for Magnus. Like you hit for like 80 damage or something level 1 with Empower, like without a Quelling Blade, and with Quelling Blade you hit for like 100 damage. It's ridiculous. It's so hard to deny verse.
I don't know. I'm not really convinced by Magnus and Void with Lifestealer. There's so much control there, but I don't know how lacking the follow-up will be thereafter.
Yeah.
And they have sleep to interrupt. Like very good versus Chrono, pretty good versus RP.
Yeah, I don't really see how they ever kill this Dusa actually. They've got to get some.
This is such a comfort pick for Fnatic too, and it probably guarantees that the Naga will be a support. As you
Gotta do what?
mentioned.
Manta Diffusal, Void, and then some.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all they have left is their 5-position pickup, and I don't know.
Navi's done it, so although it's uncommon, do you think the Lifestealer will end up offlane with the Void in the safe lane? Do you think just because it's a slightly better matchup for the Void to have more farm?
I think Void needs more farm than Lifestealer this game.
Yeah, that's my argument as well.
But I still think they'll run Void in the off lane.
Okay.
Fnatic respect ban on the best hero in the game. Coddle got to get taken out, and they'll
Wings
sneak
first
up.
picks it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, and they're winning.
OG as well is not first pick, but have picked it in the second phase a couple of times.
And Liquid have also thrown in the rotation. Yes, I've been taking note.
And Elite good against Timber and Medusa for sure. So
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Plus,
yeah.
that and the blast and everything, Medusa's just kind of stuck in a rut.
I mean, I guess Menelik isn't great versus Medusa.
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna stand and fight anyways, fool. Disruptor, and then an Enigma comes out from NaVi.
So
Greedy
there's like a
jungle play.
crap load of control for Navi, and then it's like your
Wombo
lifestealer can
combo.
only be beating on heroes for so long. I mean, there's a Chronosphere, so he's not gonna be able to do it.
It's like never.
Yeah,
This Nakes
Yeah.
has got to get like a billion items, as well as Void, I think.
I'm not convinced.
And what
by
stops
Navi's
like
draft.
the Naga from just hanging on the outside and like popping a song to just disrupt
that's what-
this magical show that Navi want to put on? They're like, jump in black hole. Yeah, good night.
Yeah, that's what Ben mentioned as well.
So it's a bit awkward here.
Need a lot of BKBs, Lincolns.
They've also got no lane support.
Yeah, and against potentially a Timbersaw in the off lane. So it's like. I
No,
mean,
it
it'll
looks
be
like
Ohio,
it's Timber Summit.
but
Yeah. It is
well, they
DG
usually
on the
run.
Naga as
They
well.
usually run Mushi in the mid lane.
Do you aggro here if you're Fnatic? Like, I think like Bat Rider versus Lifestealer, Lifestealer I think is slightly favored in that matchup. But if they put the Bat versus the Void, I think they can easily kind of sweep. Like Naga can run in and interrupt the Enigma, maybe even pressure the Magnus a little bit.
It's got boots first,
I think
Ohio,
what
so I thought
they're
it's the 1v1.
Gonna do is Naga Bat in the off lane. So that way the Disruptor can like pull and get his levels or whatever, because that hero's not great
Without
in like
levels.
aggressive tri lanes.
Mhm.
And then the Naga Bat can just sort of like dump on this Lifestealer, I think.
Yeah. Plus, he only has to share the XP with the 1, and Disruptor's amazing when he does get levels. It'd be nice if he should get the less XP share, but Fnatic with a very assertive smoke play. They spot out Dendi. Dendi hasn't leveled anything. Now he's leveled Skewer, and he's going to use it.
And that's still really good. Like you
Yep.
can't get in power level 1 now.
Yep.
Yep. Dominance asserted.
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 Navi does have the gold lead now though. They smoked.
Uh-oh. Oh my god.
They're gonna block some camps as well from the Enigma for art style, so.
Yeah, and the
Mission
clips also to
accomplished.
cancel. This is gonna be a tough game for Navi. I can't. And even when the team fights break out.
Yeah, they're so reliant on this Wombo combo, and the follow-up to it is single target damage from Deura.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
like
they do
Well,
have
no,
power.
not with Empower.
They've got to hit some sick like RPs into like Edge Chrono into Black Hole.
And meanwhile, is just like clawing at them as much as possible with the Empower.
I mean, they can do a lot of damage if that scenario.
I mean,
comes
but they
to
also have
fruition,
Naga,
but-
like the variables.
Shuriken bounces. Let's go.
Do you consider the Radiance build this game for the Lifestealer instead, and then let Void go to physical?
I think so. I think that's.
The
valuable
Radiance build
very much
actually
so.
seems real good.
Yeah.
I think that's the play.
As to play.
You go get in a dragon, you just go cut their waves and stuff.
Yep.
That seems ownage.
Yeah, they don't have ways to deal with the Angel Black Dragon for sure. Yeah.
So it looks like our mid lane matchup will be Mushi versus Dendi. Two classic celebrities of Dota, famous faces, if you will,
Yeah. This is
legends,
1v1 TI matchup for many years.
old timers. And
Okay, so-
yeah, obviously gonna get muscled back. This is not a fun
Considering the
duel lane.
lanes, we're looking at a 35-minute Radiance.
Radiance will come, but I just don't know how much Fnatic will have at that point as well. That's gonna be the tricky thing here.
These
Eh,
lanes.
they have Empower. They can easily do stacks. No problem.
We'll see if they'll be able to build them up here. How about for Generals off lane? I mean, mid one doesn't seem like he's gonna run into too much trouble, so
yeah, they'll both
a
fall.
win-win for both sides it looks like here. And as CC messaged before, do you hate it if I say just CC? Do you think
You can call
everyone
me
needs
Quinn, you can call me CC, I don't care. Smitty.
Smitty? All right, fair enough.
Sleeper, really good Mafia player. Something like that.
I heard you pocketed Charlie pretty hard.
And Conrad. Conrad
Nice,
was
dude.
pocketed before Charlie
Damn.
was pocketed.
Well played.
And then I threw. It was sad.
Slightly.
No,
I
threw
understood
mad.
your play, but you threw, yes.
Yeah.
Always clutch at the start and then it just falls apart in the end.
Yeah,
Classic
yeah,
CC and C.
Classic FDL. Beat, die, lose.
And he Dota, baby.
Die lose. Are you guys gonna play in the Battle Cup?
I don't know.
Do you get something if you win Battle Cup?
Yeah,
you
there's
get a
quite a
cool
bit
ass
of
trophy.
rewards.
You get like 15
Yeah,
levels.
Emoticons. Yeah, it's pretty
Whoa.
Bragging rights.
Whoa.
I think the 15 levels is the biggest thing, right? Like, that's awesome.
hat, baby.
You gotta spin the wheel one more time.
Oh god, that wheel. That wheel is the wheel of disappointment and misfortune.
It really
it's
is.
slightly less disappointing than the fireballs, though.
Fireball, at least you get points. That's something like.
But you always get 100 or 500.
Yeah, it's 100 or 500.
Oh, hey, that's like half a level. It's like,
It's
okay, I'm like
rigged Plinko, dude.
1/20th of my way to an immortal
So
chest.
It's rigged.
It's like, oh, it's a set that I'm never, ever, ever going to use and looks hideous.
I think I've gotten one decent looking set out of like 12 spins. So Dota 2 is going on elsewhere.
So, bottom lane, it's going to be DJ picking up the first kill, believe it or not, as he takes down
Yeah,
Soniko
they have a
here.
sentry there to the west, so.
Bounty Hunter, I mean, it's not really too much of a surprise, or is it? That he's just been kind of flirting around this bottom lane. He obviously has to be there to help ditch ya. You can't do Bounty Hunter things elsewhere. There's no easy targets.
Yeah, that's the key thing.
He's just kind of stranded here in an awkward position where Fnatic have sentries in the lane. Then
If he can Janata and set up a, if Mushi oversteps, that's probably, I would say, the.
He has mana shield, man.
I mean, like if he can skewer into a tower after Janata. lands
Even
like
then, I think it's like really difficult unless
Yeah.
he's just like super careless.
But where else?
I think
you
you'd interrupt the disruptor.
you have to have the Enigma maybe there as well with the Alpha stun. All of that together, maybe they'll get the Medusa.
It feels like the only lane Navi can win is the jungle.
Yeah, it's close though. This bird is giving Arsal a pretty
I
tough
think
time
it's a fair
here. He'll
assessment.
have to settle with the tomato instead.
It's actually level 2. This is rough.
That's actually not a great
That's
jungle.
right.
I mean,
Alright,
they
Alright, they
are
lost the
doing
jungle.
impressively well though, CS wise.
Ouch. Yeah, Mystic Snake loving to get as many bounces in before it hits Dendy there. Did he end up going with phase boots on the Medusa, by the way? Oh, he doesn't know yet.
He usually does. Mushi
I
usually
don't know if
does.
Mushi's one of the efficiency ones and likes to go phase or likes to go
He
power
usually
treads
does
and
play
swap them
phase.
around, you know.
Oh,
Mushi, speaking of the devil, in a bit
okay.
of trouble
he takes
here.
no damage.
Is he going to glimpse one back? Is it worth it?
Oh, we got a regen. That's so unlucky.
Because they're so mobile, he might consider treads here because phase doesn't really allow you to move freely, but Navi's lineup is so mobile.
They might be able to get a kill on Deuce now that he has a regen and Deuce is out of bottle charges.
Ah, you said it was hard.
It was hard. Then they didn't get the rune. And he got a
Hard,
regen.
and he's pretty low.
If he just got a bounty, it would have been okay, but regen
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
like 5 shockwaves.
I think phase might actually be better than treads for farming Andusa because the hero is so slow.
For farming, for sure.
What? You toggle
Yeah.
it back. You get
It's
all that
not
mana
about- You
back?
don't need mana, you need gold.
Yeah.
Then you get Mask of Madness and farm with that, though. That's where you get the farm from in Medusa.
Deuce.
No bottom
Wow.
lane, they
Doesn't sound
firefight up.
terrible, honestly.
It's really good with the
There
deduction
are
on the mana.
rages, but
Mask of Madness isn't that
focusing
bad
on that.
anymore. They buffed it a couple of times
Yeah.
since that massive nerf. I think it's okay.
Okay, we got a little bit of a scuttle happening here in the bottom lane. Ohio very deep, looking to toast up. So Nico looks like they'll be able to get it.
I mean,
Toasted.
DJ is so tanky for a support. He's got like
Okay.
4 level 1. Okay,
Sorry, tower got you.
What was that range?
Dragonlance Tower.
That'd be so cool if you could give your towers items.
Ooh,
that'd be OP.
New
That'd be
custom game
annoying.
mode.
Is what that would be.
I'll give it raindrops.
Have you guys played like the Dota Imba, where
Yes.
like the more and more your towers die, the stronger your ancient gets?
Mm.
At some point, it has like RP.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
It casts RP?
It's pretty fun. Yeah, it casts RP.
It's so hard to kill
And
the
then
ancient.
skewers them into the fountain? That'd be ridiculous.
It's so hard to kill the ancient.
It's pretty fun. If you're ever
Who's
get
the best
tired of
Dota Ember hero? Ember Spirit's disgusting in that. I pick
Uh,
Ember pretty much every time.
Should have a Dota Imba show match.
The sleight of fist like radius is like 2,500 or something ridiculous.
What's really fun is that definitely not Dota custom mode.
I've heard some things about it. I have not checked it out.
It's pretty
personally, though.
hilarious. It's one big meme.
Sounds like it will win over well in Dota.
Yep.
Okay, Suniko, gotta be careful here.
His
Look-
Invis is down for 8. He's super dead.
yeah, bumps him back. Please hit me once.
Slap him.
Oh, he
nice,
chooses to go for
DJ.
Ninja instead.
DJ with the tank.
Roshan's biased. Paid him off.
Well, he walked through him, right? So it's like you aggro and then he hits the closest target. So DJ nicely played to follow through. But I mean, Ra's farming well. There's no way I would thought he would be atop the CS.
Yeah, it's actually surprising.
Yeah.
How well he's
so
farming.
that's
He almost has
bodes well.
armlet.
bodes well for them.
That's impressive.
He's not quite Radiance though.
Because
so-
they're so greedy elsewhere that they're gonna come out with a mech on their Enigma. They're gonna come out with the Magnus Initiation. So
Do you think that's go time for Navi then? Mech on Enigma. Let's
mean,
start
that's-
getting some tier 2s,
At
or
this
tier
rate,
1s
it's gonna
rather.
be like 15
Okay.
minutes by that thing.
RP skewer
so
back on Mushi. Mushi
Here's
trying
what Ben
to
was talking
was
about.
like, let me just walk away here from this fight and walk away from the trouble.
Enemy's only level 5.
Versus.
Still can't kill him. There's a shuriken.
One more. Oh!
Uphill doesn't forgive you. Sorry. Take him
Power
down.
on the Enigma.
Yeah. Please finish him off. That was a lot of sweat
I
to
can't believe
finally
it
get
wasn't
Mushi
level
down.
6. If you were level 6, that would have been.
Yeah, just pop the stone and been over.
I don't know
Tough,
if he
though.
messed up or he's had the worst creep spawns
He had
imaginable.
stick charges.
He had a lot of spawns blocked.
Oh, okay.
He
Yeah,
might have been on
that's true.
cooldown,
That's
though.
true.
His stick was
Okay.
probably on cooldown.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot that they locked camps.
No Iron Talon.
Hmm.
And they'll just, continue moving their way forward here. Supports, though, still lacking a bit here for NaVi. Checking out that Bounty Hunter now, it seems like he's going to have to read some tomes pretty soon here if they hope to get maybe some track momentum behind the mech coming online with this Enigma.
Yeah, he's quite a ways away.
Yeah, they need a lot more love
Tomes
on
up
these
in 2
supports.
minutes. He won't even be level 5 by that point. More than likely, unless he's involved in a couple kills.
I think one of the biggest issues this game for Navi is they sort of pick like this the Snake's Bounty Hunter when he gets 6 in armlet or whatever. You want to go like gank a lane, but who on earth do they kill?
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
like you can kill their supports.
Well,
But-
potentially they have a black hole as well, but
Yeah, you better hope you just get everyone kind of in.
I mean,
just
Song's
jump
gonna be
in
up
there.
relatively soon.
Yeah, Song will be at the ready.
That's
A
where
glimpse
it
will
is right
cancel
now.
it from a decent range.
Ohio will have the lasso
Yeah, Bat's got
momentarily as well.
1200 HP with drums on. At least Magnus is doing pretty well.
Yeah, Dendy level 7. He's got about 1,000 gold. Already finished his arcanes here. Looking to, obviously build up probably into the Blink Dagger next. And then the Wombo combo can begin to come out here. General pump thinking. Mind games here in the top lane. But Navi's big teamfight ultimates are going to be getting ready to shine here soon.
Wow, that's surprising. 0 net worth difference.
Yeah, greed from Navi paying off for sure.
Yeah, Ditch's bottom lane going really well, and Navi is Dendy rather is holding his own in the mid.
What's the Disruptor doing level-wise? He's been pretty much AFK jungle, right? Level
Almost
5,
level
that's not
6.
bad. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, I think our
They
style,
completely overlapped.
snare and shackle, but they got a black hole, which will be canceled by the song right away by DJ.
Dead.
And Ohio is in trouble.
That's a huge
Yeah,
cooldown.
rage right through it,
Use
get it done. DJ
3
escapes.
3 minutes on the sideline for that.
Bad overlap.
Yeah.
I think he lassoed him, but I don't think he walked over him with the Firefly for like a second there. It may have actually cost him the kill.
Yeah, it definitely was a bit awkward. I mean, not very often that you get to run your support Noggins along with the bat. So I guess maybe just,
Yeah, had they
okay,
hit the
we'll note that next time.
Had they hit the Riptide before the black hole came out, he probably dies to the tick, but going for the net first. So a bit of miscommunication from Fnatic there. Lasso not the hugest goal, that was like 85 seconds I believe at level 1, so.
Problem is, are we going to see a potential deja vu performance from this Timber? Oh, RP for Moosh.
No song here.
Skewer back.
That hurts a lot.
Best pop. Mid one's
Whoa.
joined mid lane. And with the Chrono coming out, General will help secure the kill on
They can still
Mushi.
fight here if they have Disruptor.
Yeah, they have the glimpse.
They don't have
Dendy will get glimpse back.
Oh,
He's not level 6 yet. And now Dendy on the run here, but not going to be making it too far. Fnatic will easily swarm in and get their own redemption kill. Can they make it more, though?
They don't.
Trying to run in for Ditcha, but he pops the rage and runs away, along with General and company. And that looks to be the end of this one. Game will be even up 4-4 here. Net worth, XP, all pretty much split down the middle in that one.
Yeah.
But
So, I mean, in a
2
vacuum.
ults from Navi
Yeah,
for that.
exactly. In a vacuum, worth it for Navi, but
No, it's definitely worth it. They're
Yeah.
like breaking more than even, I would say, in the early game, which is really good considering the lineup and considering the start that Enigma had. They're making their ultimates count, which is really important because like Fnatic, they haven't really found a window to fight in between like a black
Yeah.
hole and RP cooldown, and then like the blink is still coming up pretty early on the Magnus.
Yeah, I think this is definitely the start Navi need with their draft. I think they definitely lost the draft, but they're compensating it with like really nice early game moves and like winning lanes they kind of shouldn't.
I don't know, I can't help but feel like this Timber's still going to be a sleeping dragon for Fnatic, the rate it's
No
going
doubt.
here.
He can't interrupt any of the ultimates though.
Yeah, but he has all of his rest of the team to do it.
Yep.
Song, Disruptor,
They have
break
Three
from
you need
Bat.
to worry about though, and on top of that you need to be able to kite the Lifestealer, and he's been kind of running free in these fights. I think they assumed that he'd be much less farmed than he actually is at
And
the
that
moment.
they'd rely on the net to control him as well through Rage, but that hasn't exactly come into play in practice.
Oh, they want to go for art style here. They're coming in from behind with mid-one TPing in from the front. Can they burst him down in time? Art style. They're trying to do a nice delta split between them all so they don't get clustered together. Stackstorm also
just
going to
got
be
that
dropped,
mech
and they will
before.
finally take it down. Yeah, mech comes in, but he ends up getting dropped. And mid-one. Timber chains away, trying to make it out. Gets locked down from the net, so Ditya cannot
Ditya's
pursue.
dead, I think.
And now he has to step back and away.
They don't have glimpse.
Oh, okay.
Without Glimpse, I don't think they're going to be able to pull either back. Oh, Ditya just looks to hide in a closet here. Okay, he's good.
Sneaky.
Very sneaky. But he's good.
They don't pull his chakram back so quickly on the Enigma.
Yeah.
That kill took way longer than it should have, and he almost died because of it. You're a Timber player, aren't you?
Yeah. Pulling your chakram back that early is... You typically want to leave it out like as long as possible. Like if the chakram is touching them, then don't pull it back.
Yeah, be proud of it.
Yeah.
Show it off a bit. You don't have to hide it back.
It's kind of like a black hole. Just let it ride if you miss.
Yeah.
I like that.
Airball, baby. I'm proud of it too. Yeah, that's the best.
You see the ones where they like do it and then they just immediately cancel.
They're
It's like,
ashamed.
oh no, you didn't.
No
see
one
it.
saw that. No one saw that.
Nope.
That's the one you ridicule even more. Yeah.
I like the Chronos too. They like whip the Chrono. They just like walk around.
They run around and it's like...
Yeah. I like that.
That's the best.
Alright, Sandy blinks up.
Okay.
Chrono's available, Black Hole online as well. Mushi's definitely a little bit behind where he wants to be. Still a killable target at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. Their heroes don't really deal with Medusa this well, like very well later on at all. This Void really has to get quite a few items, like Melanie said. Manta, Diffusal, like at least for like a minimum to kill this hero, because when he starts getting like Manta, Scotty, Butterfly, stuff like that, like they have real issues.
So is Ditya on the way to a Radiance, or did he stop off?
I think if you go Armlet, you generally don't go Radiance.
He's hanging out inside Sonico right now.
He has 1,500 gold, so
Yeah, I'm not
sure. Buys a Deso here really soon.
He
They
may go
might,
Echo
they
Saber, I think.
might run into mid-one here. He just jumped to a nearby camp.
Well,
Oh, I think they may have saw each other here.
I mean,
Oh,
can they
no,
kill
let's get
Timber?
forward.
Okay, they're swarming in. There's going to be the pop.
Yeah,
One looking for a chain. Takes it out, gets bumped back. Looks like they may be able to burst him, except that DJ shows up, and it's going to be bad. They drop down the stack storm right on top of Navi's head, and it could be bad. They quickly burst down one. They get another, and Ditya could be the third target in this one. Beautiful setup from Fnatic. Ditya, missed the chain, so they can't quite chase. Can he find a way out of here? He's trying to toggle his way. There's nowhere to go. He's stuck now.
Oh, the Chrono.
Dead Man's Alley, but there's a Chrono behind onto
DJ's
mid-one.
tank.
He's turning, he's manning up on for DJ, but my god, as awkward as it is, he might be able to get the Naga, and he gets it done! Will he find his way out from here? He's looking for it, but mid-one says no. No, you will not make your way out. Takes him down. Wow, what a setup from Fnatic. NaVi did manage to scrap a kill there at the end, but that was some good stuff.
At least they don't use the RP there, but they did end up using the Chrono on the back end, so just not enough burst damage, I suppose, to get the Timber down before the song. Really good reaction from DJ.
yeah, that was sick. Huge net worth swing.
Mid-one being hard to take down now, and he hasn't even really put together his real Timbersaw toolkit. That's a bit troublesome.
He's already
Ditya
spent
spent he spent some time inside the Bounty Hunter there too. I would say about 40-45 seconds before that, so...
So now when you come back, do you think he's like, I just gotta get back into farming now? Or do NaVi need to continue to just work with their wombo combo, their ultimates whenever they're up?
It's still level 1 sleep, so
It's a long cooldown.
It's a really long cooldown, and they have hole up. But
Did they use RP in that fight?
nope.
Yeah, they did not.
You got
Yeah,
lost
RP
it.
and hole. So let's get a highlight clip here.
Yeah.
Stone Gaze though. Stone Gaze is also really good. Counter initiative.
Yeah, it's a wonderful combo breaker.
That spell is so annoying.
As long as they stagger
It
those
really
two,
is.
like the Sleep and the Stone Gaze, they should be able to kind of
Yeah.
thwart the
Or
the
both just
initiation
don't get
camps.
caught.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even feel good when you're playing as Medusa.
Yeah,
it
it
feels
doesn't.
like such a poop spell when you're playing against it. It's like, stop pressing R!
Oh. Dendi hiding under Invis, makes the jump, RP onto two, skeers them both right into the static storm. Oh, denied. No follow-up black hole going to be happening for you. Artstyle does manage to wiggle his way out, gets thunderstruck up. Meanwhile, Ditya gets lassoed, pulled back. Looks like NaVi will be able to clear out the disruptor on one end. Ditya clears out the Bat Rider there, and well, it turns into a 2-for-0 trade at the moment, but mid-1 tracked up now, looking for somewhere to hide. It jumps right back towards the secret shop and catches out the Enigma on the back line. Very cute play by mid-1, but ultimately it looks like they will drop the chrono and finish the machine off. Only goes down for just a little bit considering all the charges, but Fnatic will end up losing 3. Still don't have to use the black hole, but a disruptor certainly makes it tough. That was a cute little stack storm drop right on the back skewer.
Yeah, it was nice, but they were very spread out. Like,
yeah.
Mushi didn't deal any damage, it felt like, in that fight. His Stone Gaze was pretty underwhelming, so...
It's already got that Aggro Saber.
Yeah. He's got a lot of burst damage, for sure.
Do you think it's... Oh, Dendi glimpses all the way back. And the Nace will pop out. Ohio trying to fly away from... Not going to be able to make it out. Ditya will catch up with him.
The net on too,
1 for 1.
I need to, like, DJ's been really good about saving the net on for Ditya, but there they used it on Dendi. Didn't expect the life stealer to be infested.
There's sort of a misconception that like the Timbersaw is really good versus snakes, but I think it's sort of the other way around up until a certain point, because the Lifestealer builds a lot of like burst physical damage, and he typically goes in like Nyx bombs and stuff, and so you end up just sort of like slapping him a bunch before he gets up his reactive armor stacks, and you can actually blow him up with like burst physical damage. And he also has rage, so while he is a strength hero, it's sort of hard to like land all your spells and stuff on him, because when you chakra him, he can rage and walk away, and you lose a lot of your damage.
Yeah. We have ways to help though against the Lifestealer. It looked like Naga picked up a Force Staff, so we'll try to kite a bit more.
This Lifestealer is owning. Like, given the situation and how many like, spells there are to deal with him, Ditya's playing extremely well.
Yeah, he laned very well as well.
Top net worth. It's pretty impressive.
He's found a good balance.
Than I thought it would be.
Yeah, he's found a good balance of ganking and farming as well.
More ganking, it seems to be for NaVi. Black hole ready to go. Let's get some track money here. And they'll try to look for what their best opening would be. Who should they be focusing on now? Is it just strictly for the Medusa? Or do they get tempted to maybe go for mid-1 here?
Timber is a really good kill here. They can start whittling down his Bloodstone charges. But so is Dusa. If they, it's pretty tricky to kill the Dusa. They've got to catch her pretty isolated.
They really need a Force Staff. Like, Ohio really needs his Force Staff. Like,
they have one on Naga.
Yeah, Naga's
okay,
but yeah, more the merrier maybe.
Yeah, I mean the open wounds has been killing Ohio and mid-1 when they initiate into the fight. So that Force Staff should be very influential, I feel.
Well, Lifestealer spending a lot of time chilling inside of Bounty Hunter.
They're not finding anything either, and they're not going to find anything up there. He might just have to bail out, or they'll TP to the bottom lane where there is Fnatic in the neighborhood here. NaVi could look for a hopeful setup with a big chrono play, but you gotta be worrisome of Fnatic's backliners with their counter plays, whether it's Disruptor or Naga. Mid-1 right in the middle, there's gonna be the lasso pullback. They're trying to take out Dendi first and foremost here. Can they get it done? Dendi skewers Ohio right back to the low ground. Stack Storm is gonna be a swing and a miss on that one. Song comes out from DJ, so Fnatic could hopefully reset here.
Yeah, they need to get out. There's still a chrono.
They used way too many spells and didn't even kill the Magnus.
Not good. NaVi hoping to get a catch. But it looks like Fnatic have already made the space to escape. Not so good. Fnatic, we're hoping for a bit more on that one.
We could look at Roche with that pretty easily, I feel.
They should have been an easy kill with the Invis Timber scouting behind.
Yeah, they had a miscommunication. Mid-1 thought he was going to hold him still with the lasso so he could hold the chakram on him, but he pulled it past it, and then it ended up just like whacking it up, and the Disruptor used ult a little late. It's actually just a disaster.
Ohio just keeps getting killed under the open
wow.
wounds. The Bat Rider, every fight has been killed under the open wounds. I didn't see where the Force Staff was used in that last engagement, but always underneath his rage that Ura's been able to burst him down.
And mid-1 manages to snipe down Dondo here. So back up to 11 charges. And as we saw, it looks like They're making a move for a Roche, but based on that kill, they're having second thoughts, but they might be able to get a catch here for Timber. Is it worth the Black Hole? Looks like it is, with the help. Track hold,
nice
flame break, bump back, cancels it, and Midwall will get the room to Timber chain away, so Nico's trying to chase after him here, but they see him, and he might regret that decision. It looks like he'll get bursted down next. 2 go down all day from NaVi, and they're looking to make it 3. There's a lasso up on Ditya. They're pulling him right back towards Mushi. Do they have the firepower? I don't think they do. Looks like Ditya's going to make it back under the tower, but they glimpse him right into a Static Storm setup. Kinetic Field locks him there. Burst on forward from mid one is going to secure that, and he gets a double kill now. Fnatic, big fight for them. And now they'll look to move on in for a tier 2 to make it a +1.
Do you like the Max Mirror Image build on the Naga? She went like 4-2-4.
Seems okay. I'm not a Naga player, so I'm sure DJ knows what he's doing.
I guess he's just gonna try and transition into a semi-core. He's holding a lot of gold at this point. So
Better for farming.
yeah, exactly. So I'm not sure if he TP'd up before they went in on the Timber Saw, but in general, not being in that fight hurts them a lot. At the very least, he could have chronoed and saved it Ura.
It's a nice interrupt with the flame break.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was huge.
Do you think NaVi are being too cautious with their ults in that sense, or is it, you know, because you got to play around
I think they just need
all
to
these cooldowns?
Be there for the fights. Like all of Fnatic was
Yeah.
there to help out the Timber Cell.
Yeah.
And Dendi had pretty kind of already died there, so without General, it was just the Enigma Black Hole that they had to worry about.
Yeah, they seem to be on like slightly different pages. General kind of wants to rice, and like the rest of the team seems to want to fight. Maybe that's what they're planning. General's gonna get a lot of items, which I think is fine, but
I guess they've just conceded the fact that they're not gonna completely, you know, take all the outer tier towers at this point. They need to, as we were mentioning a couple of times, get the Void some more farm to actually be able to deal with this Medusa. So, bit of a change in gears, so to speak.
Lotus Sword from mid one. I'm sure Timber Saws always hate that pesky Malphus. The lingering
Well,
stuns that prevent you from chaining anywhere.
Yeah, he can purge track as well. So
Yeah, and of
Wounds.
course. Yes, these are spells that get purged. Lotus Sword, very nice item on Timber.
It's like so many ways to kite the Lifestealer.
Mhm.
But he can still, like, they haven't been using their spells perfectly in
Yeah,
fights.
agreed.
So Lifestealer can still get a couple of easy kills.
Dayra's been a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, here we go. Clash in the mid lane. Denny looking for the opening. Catches out 3 here. PJ, though, says, sorry, buddy, go to sleep. But from the backside, mid one is going to be able to creep in, looking to go and burst down our style before any sort of black hole can be had. Mushi committing the Stone Gaze really disrupts everything as they're going to be forced to split apart. General makes his move, jumping in, trying to focus. Mushi gets both him and Ohio in a chrono. Will quickly take down one. Ditcher Rock caught on the inside, pumps out of the end, gets Mushi down, and now they look for the Mighty Machine here. Can they get mid one? He's trying his best to. Can he Timber Chain? He's got to bail now. They're not going to let him go. He is slowed down, those open wounds. 2 seconds, has a wand, skewered back, tries to wand up, tries everything he can, but he's not going to make it out. NaVi take a big fight on this one. Dendi with the double at the end.
NaVi team fight, we see it time and time again.
RP.
Really nice chrono from General. Despite
the chrono.
hitting Ditya, it was on the retreat, immediate reaction. The big thing about that RP initially was that they took the Static Storm out of the fight. Regardless of whether or not it was counter-initiated by the sleep, they took the Static Storm out, so everyone was fairly free to move around, but we could take another look at that team fight.
Yeah, we're in a bit of a pause, so let's watch it again.
So no detection, another invis comes out for NaVi.
Yeah,
Even though the sleep comes out, Disruptor just immediately
Dies right
gets
away.
taken down. They did this really cool thing where they try to isolate the 4 on the right side and then kill the Enigma on the back, who wasn't invulnerable. But then the rest of NaVi.
And Naga just picked up her mech now after that fight. You know, had she had it there, was able to show up in time and then heal up the Disruptor, things have gone differently. But
Or
now
scouted
she's...
with the gem. I think they felt like a little bit safe when they shouldn't have because of the gem pickup. And mid one, a lot of just small errors this game, not using Bloodstone there. You missed the chain, which led to like the Lifestealer killing the Naga. Slow shock, or not precise chakram usage.
Also, some of those like early spell mistakes between like Ohio and DJ not like timing their spells properly. Ohio's died quite a few times and has like really low net worth. It's kind of troublesome for
Yeah, Ohio's had a rough
for
game.
Navi.
Yeah.
I mean for Fnatic.
He needs like,
He still doesn't have a force though.
yeah, I guess he's going Aether Lens.
Maybe I don't really like Aether Lens that much on that hero.
I think it's good as like a fourth item.
Yeah.
Bots, Force, Blink, BKB, and then Aether maybe. I don't know. What do you prefer? Scepter, Refresher?
I like armor, right? Yeah, like Shiva's, maybe Lotus Orb after like the core. Aether Lens just seems to be like. I think the Bongo's build is okay.
Ditchera caught out, hog-tied, brought to the high ground and bursted down. It cost him a couple of ultis, but they get rid of the lifestealer here. Alright. Good comeback here for Fnatic. Allows them to now pressure down this mid lane without having to worry about the real damage dealer of Navi.
This Deuce is starting to get spooky.
Spooky.
Yeah, General's on his way to being a force as well.
Yeah.
4K.
Yeah,
Wow.
This has Diffusal Manta. It's actually impressive. I mean, he does
Yeah.
have power though.
He has been grinding out the farm.
Yep.
Dedicated to try to be that insurance policy for Navi to help deal with this Medusa.
Plus
We'll have to
200
see if it's going to
CS.
pay off. Easy deny. A nice glass second glyph leads to the Navi deny in the mid lane. But obviously Fnatic, specifically Ohio, will take any sort of free gold on the map to recover a bit on his Bat Rider. And now a gem will be picked up here for Navi, so gems on each side. And the BKB actually going to be picked up for Faceless Void.
Interesting.
That's safe.
Very interesting.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be slept during the chrono, I guess.
He's like the third priority target, right? Like, you just kite the lifestealer and then you want to make sure RP and Black Hole don't stay like channeled or go off at all.
I mean, the sleeps have been used in very defensive.
Yeah, they're always a counter to
positions.
like.
So
RP
if the
or Black
rage
Hole.
and the BKB are up from those two cores, they can still kind of take down. Like, let's say the disruptor survived with 5% that last engagement, they can still finish that target off. So I don't hate it, but I definitely agree that he was lower on the pecking order and therefore not necessarily threatened and could have gone a little bit more damage oriented. But this will,
And Stone Gaze. Stone
yeah.
Gaze is, you can't BKB.
this will allow him essentially to just stay in the fight, like you're saying.
The only spell it's actually like that good verse I feel like is the Static Storm, and his Static Storms like haven't really been like that amazing. thus
Just
far.
yeah, just the one in the jungle.
I wouldn't really be too spooked of it to be honest, and they're also like they kind of save the Static Storm for like if they can blow somebody up, and General's not gonna.
Okay, General, Chrono, catch on Mushi. There's going to be the song here, as Ohio also just happened to link up to Chira, so that lasso is not going to be doing a whole lot. Set up with a static field, but that's where General pops BKB. Oh, Arsenal swing and a miss on the Black Hole, not going to be good enough on this one. And it's 1-1 apart, but Navi losing their lifestealer means that a lot of the damage in bulk is going to be gone. BKBs had been used, Mid-1 now looking to clean up who's left.
Still have an RP, but yeah,
he's
as
sitting
you
on it.
mentioned, most of their damage is off the table.
Yeah, so we might have to just pocket it for now. Gem down, looks like it was picked up though.
Snakewell.
Yep, he grabs, so he has 2. Mid-1 has been trying his best to get any scavengers here. Looks like he'll settle on art style. No more trees in the area.
Nice blink. He blinked when he
gone.
fogged him.
Wow. That actually could have been a lot worse for Navi, I feel.
Definitely.
But
Definitely.
Fnatic are the one who actually lose more. Beginning taking down the lifestealer is a good thing for Fnatic.
They
But-
wanted more out of that fight. for
Very
sure.
scattered fight. BKBs, more coming in for Navi now as Dendi picks up his.
Once Fnatic sort of use their like initial stuns, use their lasso, like the kinetic field's really stun, but it's sort of like their only catch really, and so the Timber sort of has issues like chasing people down. You saw for like a while there, he was like running around trying to like guess where people would move and throw his chakrams. It just makes them sort of hard for him to get like his damage down because they have not very much catch in fights.
They will have Scotty and Shivas fairly soon, so that should help.
Scotty, as we saw done on the Medusa, very spooky now.
Very spooky. The next item will make her super spooky.
Uh-oh.
It's a pseudo counter to the BKB just picked up as well, and the Rage, so.
Uh-oh. Ohio blinks in, Malfist. Get locked down for making it away. Mid-1 will intercept.
That's a massive kill.
Dendy commits the RP, jumping right in for 3-4-3, trying to take the Disruptor out fast. Skewers him up and over the mountain. Looks like he'll be going down. Gets off the kinetic kill then. Thunderstrike first, but not too much trouble for NaVi. And with the takedown like that, they will segue this into the Roche pit and battle it out with the big boy.
They can freely kind of do that since they have 3 of those big ults at any given moment. So I don't.
It's troublesome that you can just blow it on a solo
exactly.
disruptor and not even think twice about it.
They also know that Firefly is down, so that's going to be much harder for like the bat to try and steal the Aegis.
Sure. Well, they need to
Might
sleep.
go for it though. Sleep's there, but the Aegis was snagged up as Ditchara can easily rage and grab it.
Still a fairly large cooldown. It's probably level 2 sleep at this point, so suboptimal.
Nice rage from Ditya.
Yeah.
I expected more BKBs actually, but
NaVi's actually getting enough items to where this game actually looks pretty good for them. I was worried that they wouldn't have the damage, but they took enough like good early game fights. And,
Wow, they have a BKB on Arcel. That's huge.
yeah, just sort of like better button pressing from them. It's put them in a pretty good position this game, I think.
I think they've definitely out-executed Fnatic. Fnatic's felt a lot more reactive, whereas Navi's felt proactive. And I guess that's what 3 huge ultimates offer you. It's that freedom.
Definitely makes it, seeing all these huge power bomb ultis makes it difficult for Fnatic to approach before they can itemize for that matter. But NaVi have also itemized in a way so that they can secure these big ultis and really make sure that they have whatever one up at any given moment for a Fnatic fight. Jump in, there's one big ulti. RP will catch and take out the Disruptor right away. And now Min-1 could be the next target here. Mushi steps in, Stone Gaze, and immediately NaVi 180 back. RP gets a kill. And gets the tower.
I think they may get this T2 as well. They still have the Aegis, and while they don't have like Black Hole or their BKBs, I don't think they're that scared particularly.
Yeah,
They still have Chrono and Black Hole.
seconds, but
and they wasted Stone Gaze
Yeah.
and wasted Sleep.
I don't think they can go high ground, but definitely take out these last 2 tier 2s. Yeah, they'll ping it on the east side.
Okay, and the rich get richer here.
Timbersaw shoving out the bot wave, it's really good, so they can't rotate down and push out the wave and get the tower. It's too far down now. Oh, smoke.
No Stone Gaze.
They're gonna smoke and head bottom here. It looks like it. They're drawing it out on the map that they're just gonna beeline it straight south and try to catch NaVi possibly from behind here. NaVi are clustered towards
have
that
a force staff?
bottom lane, and they're coming in.
He's got Aether Lens. So he went for the Aether Lens.
Oh, they're heading down bottom. They see them in the lane.
I feel like without the force staff, it's going to be very hard for him not to be counter-initiated on.
They think
Depends on
really
who
good
they can
lasso.
jump.
Yeah,
They scan. They're not hiding in the trees.
they've got very good positioning. Oh, they might be able to catch
Arcel might
the
be able to
They might not see him. Do they see him?
smoke wore off.
Oh, they see him. He BKBs. He runs in. Both of them BKB. Ohio grabs the one. Enigma pullback. RP cancels the pullback. General jumps in. That's a black hole, but it's going to quickly shut down. And now the stack storm kinetic field is going to be dropped here. Chrono response from General. Catches out 3, but do they have the firepower? It looks like they may. Mid-1 being focused, and now DJ's going to get the sleep off. And it's for Fnatic to reposition here. Surrounding Soniko, can they burst down the bounty hunter first? Meanwhile, General gets a killing spree. He's able to clean up the disruptor. Mushi got to get back, forced out to safety. Meanwhile, on the other side, Soniko somehow barely limping away. Mid-1 will finish the job, taking out Dendy. Ditchara hops out of his little backpack. Oh, ends up bouncing back with the help of the Lotus Orb, but Ditchara do focus on Ohio. Fnatic trying to kite their way around this life stealer. General makes his own new approach. Can he finish Ohio? Yes, he can. But General. Oh, time walk, barely lives, but now they got him with the net. They'll go down. That's a gem on the deck, which they'll step back for in a moment. Ditchara, though, persistent, be able to get the finish there for Mushi. Can he fight him in man mode on the mid-1 here with the help of Soniko coming back in? Looks like they'll get the Aegis, and that may be the end of this one.
I don't think that could have gone better for Fnatic, and yet NaVi, no one's still able to kill off Ditchara. General's still an extremely difficult kill. Dendy's kind of ignored, comes back into the fight after the song, kills off 3-4-3. And like as CNC was mentioning before, you know, Static Storm just have been underwhelming because 3-4-3, it's so easy for them to burst him down and to stick on him in these fights, and they're often trying to save him with the sleep, but to no avail with the rage and the BKBs.
What do you think he can? Is he gonna maybe consider splitting apart these arcane boots, get an Aether Lens, and just hang in the back?
They just need the Medusa to be a bigger threat because she's the only one that can, like, as soon as the smoke pop, they all BKB'd, and the only way that they can counter that is by Medusa focusing down. They can like sleep and isolate the BKB heroes, but no one else can do any damage aside from Medusa. So she needs to get like, I don't even know what you get right now. Butterfly maybe at this point.
I think it's probably Butterfly.
Yeah, I think butter and then one more item, and then you can actually like start chunking people and making the lifestealer like run away during rage. That's kind of where you need the fight to turn if you're a Fnatic.
Yeah.
Like
Need
they
more
last.
damage. Rapier.
Yeah, I guess. Like they
Butterfly
last on the void.
Butterfly rapier. Yeah.
It doesn't sound that bad, actually.
Yeah.
You
totally
need damage.
I think if they lose like one more big fight like that, and then
Yeah.
Navi gets the next Roche, it's gonna be game over soon. Because like eventually they'll be able to get refreshers, BKBs, like.
No, Maelstrom. Sorry,
Maelstrom. Oh, what?
Maelstrom. We're farming out lanes, boys.
Not a fan of
I do like Mjolnir's a damage item. It's.
I do like that, but still BKB's problematic. I guess maybe it's a stepping stone item.
Maybe.
Maybe throw it on Timber. Maybe.
I think Mjolnir's actually a better like damage.
See you
item
later.
Than Butterfly, and maybe he thinks like the Butterfly, like the evasion component is too defensive
But
because he
even
already
on
has
Medusa, you think it's better?
like
damage item?
I think Mjolnir's a really strong item.
I do as well, but I don't know about it on Medusa. I'm not a huge fan on Medusa just because of split shot not benefiting from it.
Good attack speed.
You just throw it on yourself. Pray to God everyone focuses you. Yeah. Without the illusions benefiting from it, though.
So, just to go back to that last fight, they counter-initiated the Void with the lasso. So they forced Dendi to get a single man RP on Ohio. So that was 2 ultimates off the board. Then the Black Hole was cancelled by the Petrify. And after all of that, they finally are able to encroach on them. In general, whose lasso is now over, is able to just chrono them up. Waste the sleep because of it, and then they reinitiate, take out all the squishy targets. Just like, I don't know that there's a scenario I can envision where Fnatic has a better like disruptive team fight than there, and Navi still come out at very least even.
That was with Aegis though. I think with Aegis
True.
the lifestealer can't go in that deep.
True.
And it would have been pretty even, I would say. But that, yeah, as you mentioned, is with Navi not really getting their ultimates off in a very good fashion. However, their BKBs are getting relatively low at this point. So
8 seconds.
yeah, need a few more. A few more fights of kiting. But I don't know if they're gonna get that time.
Yeah, because it's like you lose one more fight and then no outer tier towers left to kind of lean on.
The Lotus actually has not been that effective, I feel like. I think maybe a Shiva's would have been better for him. This
We got
round.
Abyssal now, so hopefully
Yeah.
the Lotus will help
think-
with that a bit.
I think one of the bigger reasons he got Lotus is because of dilation.
True.
Oh yeah. Dilation is super.
Very good against Timber.
It's just a good spell in general. It's such an annoying spell.
This Timber is gonna need to. I think like a huge thing that needs to happen for Fnatic this game is that Timber needs to like not die and sustain these Bloodstone charges, and then turn his Blink in for a Dagon 5. So that way he has like the mana to sustain like all the like the double chakrams and like using Dagon 5 and stuff. Because they kind of like have damage issues right now. I don't really think he needs like the mobility from Blink that
Wow,
much.
they spot Bushi and they immediately make a jump here. Artstyle even going to be committing the follow-up Black Hole just to ensure this one. General commits the Chrono, stops Mid-Wan and Ohio from coming in, so they're going to get the finish kill on Ohio. Song comes out from DJ, allows Mid-Wan to step out, but Fnatic are still going to be fighting with less in numbers, so that means they're going to quickly end up losing the rest. Only Mid-Wan to survive on this one. Navi feels that they commit very hard for Mushi, but the follow-up is just as nice. And
As
Mid-Wan's
Melini
gonna
said
force them
like
back.
15 minutes ago, it's so concerning when you can just throw out a single target, huge ultimate like that, and they're also free like Chronosphere on the tower, Black Hole in between, so entirely zone out just to ensure that the Stone Gaze is off the table, which we've seen to be the only tool to kind of disrupt the flow of these team fights for Navi. So, you know, as CNC said earlier on, like Navi just getting that much out of the lanes is such a massive concern because they got enough items to make this part of the game easy for them.
That was a well executed array of ultimates, though.
Yeah, it was a super nice Chrono from General on the side.
Yeah.
As long as they can keep Dusa alive for to cast Stone Gaze, then they have the potential to win that fight. But when she drops without using any spells, this one you know they lost it. But I don't know.
Wow, refresher.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah, he was rich.
That's rough.
Double BKBs.
I don't know, like if you just look at these net worths, Ohio has 7K, and the Navi's offlaner general has 20K. Like,
A little bit of a disparity there.
I mean, like he's a Void with Empower, and he's a Bat Rider, but like, I don't know, that's a lot of net worth.
Yeah, I felt like there's a long period where General's like, guys, I'm gonna farm. I'm gonna farm, and we know Ohio was looking to kind of make setups for his team.
Yep.
Well, the late game's shaping up to be pretty darn good on the side of Na'Vi.
Yeah.
Lifestealer really hasn't been hindered that much. Deuce has been dying a lot. I feel like she should be higher than 4th in terms of net worth. And Timbersaw is having a lot of gold, but he's the only one that's alive after the onslaught of ultimates.
Yeah, it feels like it's almost at the point that Na'Vi are just gonna happy to cast him aside and then save him for later. So they have to worry about it. So with all the BKBs and the ways to shrug off the burst of Timber, it's not too much of a problem.
He needs to be either one that's in there to like make them pop BKBs, disable their blink. So like
Yeah.
you need blink in Shivas, and then like after that your Dusa and all your other heroes can come in and kind of feel safe without getting mass ultimate. And like right now, like everyone's just scared of getting RP and Chronoed, and your Timbersaw has to be that person up in front. It should be Dusa, but Dusa's too far behind to do that this game.
The Disruptor is getting close to an Ags at least. He's like 1,000 gold off.
That's pretty big.
Oh, that's game changing.
But is it though? Because like they've been so able to be so dispersed.
Because they can actually start off the fight with the sleep. Normally you can't sleep into
Right.
the Disruptor because you'll just get BKB'd out. But if they push high ground and you catch them off guard with that Ags, that can be like a 3-man wipe.
Yeah, we've yet to
4-man.
see them kind of set up with sleep since like
Yeah,
minute
the
12 in the jungle there. So that's a
Yeah,
really
I
good
think
point.
that's sort of Fnatic's dream scenario right now, is that Na'Vi sort of like screws up on the high ground push, has some questionable positioning, and they get the song into multiple man,
Maybe they're
static
up
storm, and able to blow them up, and then sort of kill the others with like Scotty and Net and like kiting and stuff.
For Na'Vi now, Roche is up, so they'll move their way into there, feeling like they control most of this map at the time being. So they'll be able to secure what looks like an Aegis for themselves. Fnatic have their own game plan in mind as they continue to grind through some farm and move as a pack.
So how close is Enigma to refresher? If he's
He's
getting
like
that
Ags.
Scepter? Oh, right.
Aghanims.
More damage.
Seems really good versus Naga. I mean, Dusa, because she's so immobile. It's sort of awkward for her to like walk out of the whatever the thing he's called.
Midnight Pulse?
Yeah. But so you can sort of, it's like easier to get the double midnight pulse off, and then it's just so much pure damage.
Yeah, good against Timber too, obviously. He's got a lot of life.
Blade mail time.
And who still hasn't completed Mjolnir, that's troublesome.
Saving for buyback, I suppose. Still needs about 400.
Relic money.
Let's go.
Let's go. Go in, Muji.
All in. Oh, gracious.
That's a butterfly on your Void.
Yeah, this is...
Oh.
Woo! Deuce is nowhere close to an MKB.
Okay.
Or
This
Butterfly
Void is a
Road.
huge problem now. Wow. Fnatic are really gonna have to hope that when Na'Vi eventually come knocking at the door, they slip up on their entrance.
So how close to Eggs is Disruptor? He was like 1,000 gold when we last checked.
And now he
He has
is
it. And
30 gold.
30 gold, yeah.
Sell your TP.
Yeah, just
This could be it actually. The fight that Fnatic
will this be it?
can win.
One team must move on. One team must get the hell out of here and go home. Who will it be? Na'Vi in control, it feels like here, making their approach towards the front door. Where is it? There it is. Okay, he gets the Agnum Scepter. Fnatic, this is, you know, for the time being and the hand they've been dealt, these are the best items they could ask for.
You need 3 heroes, I think, in this sleep. Like 2 is probably
2 of the
not
ultimate
enough.
heroes, at least.
I don't know if they've scouted the Ags or not, but
Yeah.
Navi's having pretty good positioning right now. It's kind of hard.
His rage is gonna expire.
you know, he has the Aegis. I guess they're just gonna sack
really
it.
good.
And Dendi might be just waiting to go for an RP. I don't know if he can hope he can get it done before a song, but there he goes. Long blink in, almost a Rise style, goes right for Disruptor. Meanwhile, General gets the nice catch of the Naga. That means there's going to be no song at all. Black Hole on the other side locks down 3, and Na'Vi could quickly clean it up. They drop down 3. That's the second RP from Dendi. They make it 4. Minwan, the last to survive, is able to at least creep in 1 kill for Fnatic, finishing up Art Style, but it might be just too little too late. He gets dropped in. that means that NaVi can really open up in this mid lane. Fnatic are going to be forced to dish out whatever buybacks they can in hopes to survive, but I think NaVi might have just taken the first dominant step in this one.
Really nice by General finding the Naga. That's really all he needed to do with his Chronosphere.
Eating a lot of damage there, he decides to hop on the back of Dendi and they'll ride him out to safety. Midwan goes in, and they'll get the cleanup, taking down Soniko here. But now Midwan, who's happy to just look past any sort of butterfly evasion, will just try to burst down the Faceless Void. It looks like he wasn't able to get it. While on the other side, Ditcha committing the Abyssal Stun from Mushi, and now he's in trouble. Well, NaVi just got out while you can, but nonetheless, they will hand over a couple of free kills here to Fnatic. It's a good swing of net worth for him.
A lot of buybacks though.
They didn't actually get the Rex though.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a concern. Huge, pretty much team wipe there for him. And they got the tier 3.
I mean, Mushi's just so poor now. After the buyback, it feels like.
But they had, I don't know, they lost a lot out of that.
Yeah.
That was with the Aegis, and that was with like a 3-man black hole, I think. And
Was that cheese as well?
I'm not sure. I didn't see it being used.
I think it was second Roche of the game.
Okay. Hey, dude, this got me over.
Oh, if there's any
Style.
opening, it's where this black hole's down for sure.
Self-Carapace has to BKB it off.
Has Chrono.
General's Chrono
Oh,
is
wow,
going to be
it's
dropped
not
as
bad.
Mushi and catches Ohio on the outside. DJ tries to pop out the sleep, but General's BKB'd. Now it's going to get saved, but the help of the lasso pulls him into a static storm. General doesn't care though.
They need to get out of there.
Run, mid-1-1, run.
Fnatic are got to get the hell out. They are on diebacks here for some of them.
Uh-oh.
Dendi catches out mid-1 with the RP. So Nico and company come around the corner, and they lock him down. Can mid-1 Timber Chain away to the promised land? You know, Timber Chain's out 5 yards right. Run. He's trying. He's not going to make it away. He goes down 60 seconds. He'll be in the grave. Not good enough for Fnatic to respond after the push down the mid lane, but they stay alive for now. So we'll have to see.
Who bought back? For the base defense? Just Dendi?
On the side of
Oh,
NaVi.
and it, you're off.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty nice for Fnatic.
Yeah.
How long until sleep? Static Storm. I feel like that's the only thing that can save him this fight.
30 seconds,
Neither,
70
oh,
seconds.
he's not
for
level
sleep.
16?
So
Oh
no
my.
sleep in the near future
That's
at all.
That's really bad.
That is the Naga, yeah.
Can't believe he's not 16 yet.
Oh boy.
Tome it up. Do something.
Too late.
Yeah, it's 2 sets.
And with that, it looks like 2 sets will go down, and NaVi are on the verge of being able to move past Fnatic into the next round. We'll see though. Fnatic desperation mode here. Mid-1's set to come back. They'll have to figure out what their final hurrah of a game plan is going to be.
Fnatic can still take Roche. And so, like, if they get Roche and then like a cheese on Dusa, I think they can potentially win it. But it's getting to that point where they actually have to take a fight outside of base, though. I think if now you get this next Aegis cheese, it's over. So
Yeah.
they have to fight outside of base, and their lineup's not really that great at dealing with it.
Oh, it's going to be tough by the time a fight comes around. I'm sure Navi's going to have everything they want. Their double RP, their
Rapier
black
time,
hole.
Dusa.
He got
Yeah,
a
let's
he got a
go.
hammer
Let's
though.
go.
He got a hammer.
Oh my goodness.
What?
So he's going BKB or something.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's
fellas.
important versus the diffusal mana burn, but they need damage.
Maybe hammer and rapier sound similar in relation.
Yes, yes.
Roland? Okay, here they go. The
Let's
foray
see.
outside of the base.
Can Mid-1 make it count? Denny's pops his BKB.
Oh,
General gets a chrono for Mushi. The song comes out, but no, obviously General not going to be put to sleep here. Ohio gets the grab pull back to Jirab, but there goes the black hole. Catches out 2. That's going to quickly take care. And yeah, with that Agnums, you can see the life force just quickly spettling down. Dendi pops off his new RP. Mushi still stands. He's trying his best to fight the whole thing off, but NaVi have easily outnumbered Fnatic in this one. They wipe through the team. DJ the lone survivor, but here comes NaVi parading down the bottom lane, imminent to go for the last set of racks and go for the win.
They've got no buybacks.
And it
Yeah,
looks
that
like
has to be
the
it.
All right,
Fnatic
DJ God, what do you got?
channel it in. Your Naga Lord.
Alright,
And
support Naga 5-man wipe him. Let's go.
It is DJ. But
Uh-oh, the cat. Alright, the cocky. I'm gonna pick up my refresher from your fountain.
yeah, when you try to walk out from the fountain of a black hole, waiting for you, but that's going to do it. Art style, give us the black hole of the win. Well played, sir. NaVi have done it in this series, and they will move on into the next round. Fnatic eliminated from the Summit 5.
It felt like Fnatic had the picks to deal with them, but NaVi just got too much out of the early game. You got 3 ults like that. You only have to hit 1.7 hero per ult to have the full lineup controlled. So
Ra, I think, played especially well. I
Yeah.
think carried the brute force of the early game, and then I think that General farmed really well too.